Let's start with this question. This question is evaluate the integral of cos theta d theta upon 1 plus sin theta 2 plus sin theta asked in the CBSE previous year examination 2004 year. This question has limits, that is why it is a question of definite integration. The limits are from 0 to pi by 2. Now see this question carefully. You can find out that here there is sin theta and here there is cos theta, and what is the relationship? We know that the differentiation of sin theta will give me cos theta d theta. So that means I can go by substitution. Do not forget that whatever techniques you studied in indefinite integration would be helpful here. So if you do not know indefinite integration properly, first revise the concepts of it and then go with definite integration. So let me start with the solution. I write solution and now let me substitute. So I write, let sin theta is equal to t, that implies cos theta d theta is equal to dt, and that is your equation number 1 combined. Now whenever you go by substitution in your definite integration questions, you have to change the limits. That means now my question would be transformed into t. So I write, when earlier my theta was 0, what was t? My t was sin 0, which is 0. One thing. The other thing, when my theta was the upper limit, that is pi by 2, my t was sin pi by 2, which is 1. So that means I have to take care of the limits this time, and the limits are changed. Limits are 0 and 1. So what is my question? If the earlier question was I, again it is I and it is 0 to 1. Cos theta d theta is dt upon 1 plus t and 2 plus t. You are just putting the things in the question from equation number 1 and 2, wherein this is named as equation number 2. Till here I don't think it will be difficult, but it is very important. Now see, here it is 2 factors. That means partial fractions we will go by. Partial fractions, shortcut for these type of questions with 2 fractions is you have to just simply do what we did earlier. So here it is nothing but 1 dt, so it is 1 upon 1 plus t, then it is 2 plus t, a upon 1 plus t plus b upon 2 plus t. Just take the LCM, so it is a into 2 plus t plus b into 1 plus t, and here it is 1. Now you have to put one time say t is equal to minus 2, the other time t is equal to minus 1. In short, after putting what you will get, I am just telling you that you will be getting a as 1 and b as minus 1. You can just simply put the value. So it is 2 plus t minus 1 minus t. So 2 and 1 will give me 1. So I say a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 1. You can even do for the whole solution, but with practice you can just orally get the answers. So what I will do is, I will now move to the other part of the solution. So it says integration a upon 1 plus t dt plus b upon 2 plus t dt. Now also take care of the limits. Limits are from 0 to 1, 0 to 1. Log 1 plus t, here it is from 0 to 1. Minus sign take common, log 2 plus t, again it is from 0 to 1. Better apply mod here. Now just simply put the values. So it is log upper limit 1 plus 1 is 2 minus log lower limit 1 plus 0 is 1. Then minus sign log upper limit minus log lower limit. You see minus minus becomes plus. Now log 2 is 2 log 2 minus log 1 is 0 minus log 3. So either you can leave your answer here, but better use some more logarithmic formulas to into picture. So it is nothing but log 2 becoming power, which is 2 square, because there is a property of log, you know that. Here whatever is there would become the exponent. So log 4 minus log 3. Now what is log m minus log n? Log m upon n. So it is log 4 upon 3 and that is the answer to this question. So that is how you do this kind of a question.